Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we grow up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995. Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
I won't say a word. Gotta read that body. Come on, little closer, play a game with me. We can talk it over with telepathy. If you guess right, we can vibe to this night and day. And put a lemon soda in that vodka. Your mind wonders what I need. The clock's ticking. Tonight could be good for you. Follow the clues. I won't say a word. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Listen while you work. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Calibrated to my frequency. Every little movement building chemistry. I've spelled it out, there's no doubt. Like the way you taste and as I'm telling secrets like the whispering. Your mind wonders what I need. The clock's ticking. Tonight could be good for you. Follow the clues. I won't say a word. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Listen while you work. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language. Gotta read that body. Gotta read that body language.
And there you have it. The latest and greatest by Kendra Erica.
What's it called?
Really?
What's the title of the song, Nate?
Nate, what's the title of the song?
Kendra Erica, Body Language.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta love Kendra and her body language is all I can tell you.
I have never heard it.
Kendra
Until
Erica,
now.
longtime friend of the studio.
Long time. She's been with us 9 years since day one.
So that's her latest release called Body Language. You can get that wherever you get your music. Spotify, Apple Music. Hopefully soon to have a music video. So maybe we'll get her over here to the studio soon.
Maybe.
It's
Maybe
been a
she
while.
can- Maybe she should do a concert at the
Yes,
Savoy.
save her.
That too.
You know, I start talking like you sometimes.
Savor,
so I go to give
Savoy.
people the name of things, and they correct me, and I got like Freddie language in my head.
That's not true, because nobody knows what that place is called. It could be Savor, it could be Savoy.
Anyway, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to you. Happy hump day, everyone. Happy Wednesday from the morning show. It feels like a Wednesday. It feels like a hump day.
I feel like I have a hump on my chest.
Hump.
Hump
Welcome
chest.
to my world. What you got cooking?
So today we were talking about something that I wanted to post, and I guess I wasn't clear on what I want. So I was asking Encyclopedia if he's ever seen the design that I want to create. And he said he might have seen it sometime in the past, you said?
I've seen elements of like kind of caricatures and people exploding on or something, but I don't think I've ever seen that on a bus specifically.
Now, it's funny because it had to be 1972 when the Mets were going to the Oakland Athletics to play them in the World Series. And Tommy Agee? No, not Tommy Agee. What was his name? Willie Mays was on that team, if you know who Willie Mays is. And they did a caricature.
Never heard of them.
You know who Willie Mays is?
No.
Nope.
You know who Hank Aaron is? You know
No.
who Babe Ruth is?
Yes.
Okay.
Baseball players.
Willie Mays, Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron are the godfathers of baseball.
Okay.
Okay. But Willie Mays was a legend at the time. He was retiring, and he made it to the World Series of the Mets because he started with the Brooklyn Dodgers, and that's another story. And I remember this caricature. They had this famous artist on the Daily News create these cartoons, and I kept all of them. And I must have put them somewhere, and I remember this bus, and that's where I'm getting the idea from. So if we get it, we get it.
Look at it.
We might get
Not
it.
worried about that. I'm going to talk about baseball for you because apparently your team did not
There's
do
nothing to talk
what
about.
you thought it was going to
And
do.
do you know who I called last night? She
Helen?
didn't pick up the phone. That's right. That's right.
She said you'd be happy, but I guess not
I'm
so
miserable.
happy.
Miserable.
Is that what happens when you turn 60, become miserable?
No, I just show it more.
I think you do.
I do.
It's like the
I live it
grumpiness.
now.
You're living the misery instead of hiding the misery.
And I'm going to tell you, if they just lose on Sunday, which they might, I think, I have this feeling, I won't come in next week.
So is that what happens, like when you hit a certain age, instead of hiding your
nothing to hurt
misery,
nothing certain
when you
age.
instead of hiding your misery, you just share it with the world, so everyone
I
should
become
suffer
a you.
with you?
I become you.
Not me at all.
Yeah, grumpy you.
Just everyone just suffers with you.
I become grumpy you.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
We got a Would You Rather idea coming up today. We've got some new products that we're going to be launching on our midday show for health and wellness, which are some amazing products for hydration, and a new type of coffee.
That's a great logo piece. Where'd you get that?
What?
On the buzzer.
This?
Show that. Yeah.
Our Amp Media Futures Foundation buzzer?
That's nice. Where'd you get those stickers?
You're kidding, right?
You ever seen the sticker?
I don't know. I don't think
Are
I
you
ever looked at
kidding?
the buzzer.
Our graphic designer made these and brought them in last
Not
week.
that one.
Yes, 100%.
That one.
This one.
You're rubbing the wrong one.
The cafe sticker?
That one I've seen 100 times.
This one.
That's new.
I think you've got, I don't want to say it,
Has
but
anybody
I
seen
think you've
this?
got a little bit of Yes.
Has anybody seen this? Well, I'm in good company. Brett Favre is.
I know. I'm going to say
I've
you and
never
Brett
seen
Favre
that
right
one
now, but you
before.
haven't had 1,000 concussions.
Have you? Every day with you, I have 1,000 concussions. Have you seen this?
I've seen it before.
No. No.
No.
No. There you have it.
All right,
the
so-
5 no's have it. Nobody's talking to you.
Nathan's seen it because Joshua came in last week and he gave us a stack of stickers for Amp Media Futures, and you loved them, and you put one on our vase in the back, and I put one on here. You literally took it off the paper and put it on the vase. You don't recall that?
I didn't do any of that. I didn't do this.
No,
Who
I
put
did
that
this.
on?
I did this one.
But
You
that's
did
a
it on the
beautiful-
vase.
That's a beautiful sticker.
Yes, it
How
is.
come we don't have it everywhere? Why don't we stick it on our faces?
Honestly, I think we need to restart your Wednesday morning, or maybe
What are you
your
talking
Tuesday
about?
night.
Nobody saw it, right? Nobody here have seen that before, right?
It's
Doesn't
in our
it-
sticker bowl.
How
Can't
come
say
you
I've
don't
looked
share?
at the buzzer in a long time.
Yes, he's only seen the Brooklyn
Let me
buzzer,
get the
but now
buzzer.
we've got the Amp
Bring
Media
it over here in
buzzer.
this Indian taboo thing. You have me sitting here like this. It's very uncomfortable.
We've got the Smurfville.
No, don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
So
We
here's my
talked about
question
that.
I posed to you. When you wake up in the morning, I'm not going to ask Tatiana because I already know she's like, woo. You wake up in the morning, your list of tasks to do.
No.
Where do you start when you get to work or to school? Do you start with urgent, important, or do you start with trivial, not really important, but I can finish them quicker? Where do you start your tasks?
I like to start on the trivial ones because my brain is still in sleepy world, so it kind of helps me to stay on track. Like, for example, in the mornings, it's not important to open the windows, but I like to open the windows so I can let the light in and I can wake up more clear. And then
Did you say windows?
Yeah, the windows.
So you open the window to let the light in, even though
The
the
window
light
blinds, I'm
comes
sorry.
in?
I mean the blinds.
okay.
It's just
Oh, I was about to say, okay, you must really be sleepy.
Did you hear about this kid in Florida? He was on the missing list, 2-year-old little autistic boy. Such a sad story. And he was missing. And apparently they found that he was in a second-story apartment, windows open, I'm assuming, pushed the screen out, fell out, survived, and wandered into a marshy area and drowned. What 2-year-old can push the screen out, fall out the window, survive the fall, and then wander into a marshy area? Where is their supervision? Where is there anything? Is that the craziest story? I just heard this today. Such a sad outcome.
I don't know what to say. I'm still
I
wondering
mean, I
about
feel
the
like there's
sticker.
so many pieces missing in this story.
Mate, that's what bad like if you that's what happens if you don't have like if you don't child-proof the place, like
Yeah.
when my mom and dad we used to have like these like mini fences like all over.
Talking to you, Mike.
They used to have like like mini fences all over the house to make sure that we don't cross want to do something stupid, like mini gate at the entrance of the kitchen or like at this entrance to the stairs. And
Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about child-proofing my house in years until you just said that. Do you remember child-proofing your house?
No.
I had a lock on the toilets, but when people would come to my house, they couldn't figure out how to get the lock off of the toilet, so they couldn't use the bathroom. It's like I can't figure out that bottle that they left here last week.
Can I ask you a question? Is this the morning show or the depression show? Because I have a kid getting lost story too, but it ends nice, it ends funny.
All right, go back to the task. So you start with a trivial task. What tasks do you start with? The most important ones?
No, I want
or
to go
most
back to the
trivial?
story now because now you left a sour taste in my mouth.
There's no good ending to the story. I just
This
don't
little girl,
understand
this
it.
little girl disappears, and this lady, a nice lady, called the police department because she was like in the middle of the highway on the side of the road, and the lady pulled over. And she has this 2-year-old little girl. The sheriff comes and says, "Hi, honey, how are you?" They take him back to the father, and father's going crazy. The child was missing, and they said, "Where were you going?" "I was going to grandma's house."
Oh,
Now that's a story. This other
going to
story,
grandma's house.
not so much.
I know.
Now
Sorry.
I'm all
Anyway,
depressed
it
here.
was just like a bummer, but we're going to go back to the happy stories.
All right, let's go back to that. What do you do?
Task.
your first job?
She starts with her trivial task. How about you, Joseph? Trivial tasks or important tasks?
It really depends on what day it is. I'm constantly changing things up, but I'd say a lot of the time I like to start off with a fun, easy task that I like, and I like to end with a fun, easy task. So
Do you purposely know the difference?
the difference between what?
Fun and easy and just doing a task?
Yeah. There's
You
definitely
do?
different tasks that are more fun than others.
I'm impressed.
How about you?
I get up, make the coffee, feed the cat. In that order. And I'm going to tell you, if you think that's easy, it ain't easy.
And then what? All right, so those are like your
Then I sit
household.
down, I turn on the news, and Linda gives me a cup of coffee. I watch the news and get depressed some more.
I was going to say, so you start in depression. And that's why you come in all grumpy.
No, sometimes it's good, but most of the time it's bad.
Exactly.
And then I'm on my phone because there are people that are wanting things and doing things
Again,
and going
bad.
things. It's not bad, but it's not a task. It's just life.
They say you should not expose yourself to emails or things that upset you within the first hour of being awake.
That's ridiculous because in this room, things are constantly changing.
No, so I'm decided that I think, and then they say when you go to work, you shouldn't look at emails maybe for the first hour. So maybe
stop.
don't look at
That's
emails until like
crazy.
10
That's
o'clock in the
ridiculous.
morning.
That's right. Whoever said
because
that's
you know what
ridiculous.
they said? Because then you are on the defensive. Listen to this logic. You are then on the defensive instead of the offensive, because then you are responding to what people want from you versus what you are going to give. Bless you. She sneezed on the truth, see?
But I tell people I can't give you what I can't give you. So whether
But why
or not,
even answer them then at that point?
why is it that people? What is it with this spam thing? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna call AT&T today. No, they got spammed. Did you hear about AT&T?
Oh yeah, I don't use AT&T. I switched to T-Mobile.
Well, all of a sudden I get 1,000 spams a day because I got hacked. But
You Poindexter.
Poindexter, what's the matter?
He's ready to talk.
Nothing. I've also been receiving some spam calls like here and there. They're pretty annoying.
I've been getting random calls from.
That's Poindexter calling you.
I've been getting random calls from people, random people I don't know for some reason.
Yes, you got hacked. It's called spam or telemarketers. Millions of accounts got hacked. And they send you this letter, oh, we want to apologize. Apologize?
Apologize.
Fix it.
Your social security number has been compromised. We're so sorry we found it on the dark web. Please let us know how we can help you.
Let us know if they steal your identity. If now you owe
Exactly.
$1 billion in debt that doesn't belong to you.
I've had that happen before, by the way.
That's identity theft.
Identity.
All right, so you guys know the difference between a task and just doing everyday stuff.
Yes.
So I wake up and I decide I'm going to try to reframe my mindset. This is a process. I'm having a challenging way to reframe my mindset in the morning, because you wake up and my eyes open. And first thing is like, what do I have to do? What was my dream? Was my dream good? Was my dream active? And I dreamt about the hurricane, and my daughter and I were in Gainesville, and then I'm like, no, don't be in Gainesville. The hurricane's coming. We should go back to Boca. It was a whole strange dream.
That was a dream?
That was a dream.
Maybe
That was
you
last
shouldn't
night's
sleep.
dream.
You should just stay standing, walking around.
So then I
with your
woke
eyes
up and I
open.
started listening to a podcast, and it started talking about these different ways that you approach your day. And you should approach your day more on the offensive of the things that you want to get done versus the defensive of emails and texts of what people want from you. You should decide what you want to accomplish in the beginning of your day. Do those things first, what order it is, and then answer what people need if it's not urgent, if it's not life or death. And I thought, you know what? That's kind of like what you say. Be on the offense instead of the defense. But us replying to everybody else before 10 o'clock in the morning means we are giving them what they need to serve them versus what we need to serve
Well, you
us.
don't have to answer it.
But do you?
Sometimes.
And already then it's your head. Oh, well now this person you're going to say has annoyed me with this text, or oh, this person has annoyed me with this email. I have to do this, but I had all these other things to do. So just reframing how you're going to approach the day on the offensive versus the defensive.
I look at the source.
Source
Like
or sauce?
the source.
Okay.
Like if the source says to me, I'm going to do this, and you don't hear word one. And then when the week starts or a couple of days pass and you're just waiting around, then they say, oh, can you do this for me? Really? I'm still waiting for your call, and this is the call that I get is, can I do something for you? And I just leave it linger on the
I
tree.
just thought it was interesting to reframe your morning. So see if we can reframe the morning in
You
peace.
refrain your morning, you're asking for trouble.
Why? Maybe it'll be more
Because you're
positive.
going to be running into the walls.
What? Why? Maybe it'll be
Because
better.
you're not accustomed to changing things.
So,
early in
and
the
that's what
morning.
happened. So then this, as I'm reframing my morning in
And
peace.
here it is.
And
This
I
whole
have-
thing comes down to this. Watch what she did. She reframed and what.
So then I'm on my way here, but I need to make all of my drinks to come here. So I've got my protein shake, and then I have my electrolyte drink, and then I have to do my other drink that I drink before the protein shake.
Constantly.
And then there's constantly using the refrigerator for water. And then there's Chuck going like this behind me. And I wanted to say, could you please just sit down and move out of my way?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. You're a dangerous old lady.
Like ever trying to get somewhere and there's always someone behind you, and you probably not because you're not married, but you have a kitchen. Is she always
So
behind
you have to be
We're
married
living
for someone.
with someone, and I'm in the refrigerator, and he's next to me. And I go to the counter, and he's by the refrigerator. And I go back to the refrigerator, and he's behind me. And at that point, there's water all over the floor, and I'm mixing things and drinking things. And he's like, "Look at you." I'm like, "Look at me, what? There's water everywhere." I just want to say, could you just sit down or move to the other side of the kitchen?
Does anybody have
I
a
get you.
solution
I get you.
But
with
then I
that.
know he would
to
be
this dilemma?
offended.
Anybody have a solution to this dilemma? Because it's really easy. Really easy.
You would say, "Move the F out of the way."
No.
Is there really a dilemma?
Poindexter.
Say, excuse me, or
No, not even that. You see,
Even
you,
excuse me, it's like, oh,
you
could
have
just
to
move?
pick when to make your shakes. If you're going to do it in the morning and this happens, don't do it in the morning. What about doing it the night before? Do the shakes at night.
Really?
Shake them up, put them in the fridge.
Is that a thing?
Shake them up, put them in the fridge.
Okay.
In the morning when you get up, all you got to do
Just take it out of
is
the fridge.
take it out and go around your merry way.
Okay, I could try that.
Try that.
I could do my electrolytes the night before. I could do everything like I do my lunch. All right, good thinking.
Let me tell you, at
Or
night.
I could just say to him, could you please get out of my way?
No, you can't do that because that's inconsistent to change. Change is something that works, not something that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That's a 50-50. At night, I throw out the old coffee grinds. I put the new ones. I set up the coffee, not the water, because I cannot stand putting water overnight and letting that stupid
Because
thing
it's not cold?
No, because it just doesn't taste the same. So I take fresh water out in the morning and I pour it, hit a button, and it's done. But I preset everything.
Okay. Okay.
Everything is preset. I'm even thinking about presetting all the pills that I got to pour out
Yes.
in the morning.
There you go.
That way I don't have to. But there's a problem with that, with it being sanitary.
Well, it's because you got the cat.
No, he's in the cage.
Oh, that's sanitary.
But I could put it in 2 cups and put that in the fridge.
Yes, you
And then
could.
take it out.
True.
Let it warm up, whatever. By the time she gets out, she takes her pills. See, I am looking to avoid the congestion in the kitchen.
So you understand it then?
Of course, but I don't dilemma it.
It's the kitchen congestion. That's exactly what this is.
So you have to preset.
The kitchen congestion.
You got to coordinate.
Abdullah, you've got a big family. How do you deal with kitchen congestion in the morning?
Kitchen congestion. I mean,
He's not in the kitchen in the morning.
You eat breakfast?
yeah. I
In the
made a
kitchen?
bagel this morning.
In the kitchen? Or in
I-
front of the TV?
I just ate it at, the table. And then
They serve it or you make it?
I made it. I just took a bagel from on top of the fridge and just just made a simple cream cheese bagel.
Do you toast it?
No,
But you've got like 6 people in your house. Are there a lot of people in the kitchen at the same time?
I mean, kind of depends.
Depends on what
Depends
time.
on the day, if everybody's have somewhere to go, people will wake up at different times. One of my sisters, who's a lawyer, has to wake up really early,
You should
probably
make
5 in the morning to get to work. So yeah, no.
Hold your
it's
mic
not
up.
like,
Psst, hold your mic up.
and it's not like everybody occupies the kitchen. It's more like when everybody eats breakfast together, we sit at the table. It's really my mom who's usually in kind of the kitchen or like her main.
She's the one in charge. You guys have a lot of company in the morning?
Not in the weekdays, but more in the weekends where
Everybody's
we're all at
there?
homes. Well, at
kitchen
home.
congestion.
Yeah, sometimes we get that. Me and my brother, we work at the same place. Sometimes we have the same hourly shifts, so we're both trying to make our breakfast in the kitchen at the same time.
So you understand the dilemma.
Yeah, so
What do you make for breakfast?
I usually make an egg sandwich. Sometimes my brother.
What does he make?
He makes. He takes those wraps, and he'll put cheese and.
So he makes
ham.
a wrap sandwich.
Yeah, he makes a wrap sandwich.
How could that
but
be
here's
congestion?
the issue: the air fryer that he uses.
In the morning, you use the air fryer?
Yes, he uses.
Oh, that's way too complicated in the morning.
Yeah, but
They know why
here's the
that's
thing, here's the
happening.
thing. The air fryer is right next to the stove where I'm going to make my egg sandwich.
And
So,
you use the stove in the morning.
yeah,
And he uses an air fryer.
yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you a solution.
That
You
was
have
a
a mic-
whole nother, that's like a dinner
You have a
situation for
microwave?
me.
Yeah, but I don't like using it too much.
All right, so check it out. You take an egg, and you get a microwave egg dish. You put it in there. In 30 seconds, you have an egg, a fry egg.
Doesn't taste the same though.
It
tastes
doesn't
better.
taste the
Had
same.
a
Plus,
It
some
tastes
parts are
egg,
cooked,
that
some parts are
sounds
undercooked.
nasty.
I just rather
tastes
do it in
better.
the stove because I'd rather have everything cooked properly and taste better. It preserves the flavor.
Have you ever had it
Yeah.
in the microwave?
Yes.
And you don't
I did
think it
not-
tastes good?
I did not like it.
I
I'd
love
rather get it done in the stove.
If time is your enemy and you gotta go, you have to go.
All right, you ready to do Would You Rather? Would You
Yes.
Rather Wednesday. I think Chelsea had a question for us, but I don't know what the question is, unless Chelsea's got content. Chelsea, you got content for us?
I can't hear.
We can't hear you. You got to come out and tell me that. Otherwise, let's play the Would You Rather, and you got to come out and tell me what your content is. Because I don't know what the question is.
Yeah.
All right. How am I doing You ready? Would you rather? Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather end war or poverty?
War.
Poverty.
Poverty, because poverty can be a cause for war, so you'd be getting two birds with one stone.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'd say poverty.
I say war.
Poindexter.
Poverty, I guess.
Not only that, war in itself, it is a profiting business, so it's going to be really tough taking down
So
a
is
profiting.
poverty.
I think I'd rather end war because if you end war, then it gives people a better chance to make money. If you end poverty, you're gonna have more war. 'cause
Well, if
that's
you have
gonna
war,
be the
you're not
haves.
going to have poverty, middle class, or anything else. You're not going to have nothing because you're dead. People
All right.
die.
Would you rather have more time or more money?
Well, how much of each? That
Because
kinda,
time is money in
if
some
you have
industries.
an unlimited amount of either, I would pick time. But if you
Endless
have
money
like,
versus endless life. In other words, you live forever or you
yeah,
have
I
money
definitely
forever.
pick endless time.
Endless time, I agree.
Easy, endless time.
Really?
Endless time, I guess.
Endless time?
Yeah, because there's some things that money just can't get you, and time is one of those things in some occasions.
If you have infinite time, you can theoretically make an infinite amount of money.
See, the
so-
problem with endless time is that if the question is you age, and you're 275 years of age, but you're still alive, you don't die, what are you going to look like? Yeah, who the hell's going to listen to you? Nobody listens to you when you're 60. Who the hell's going to listen to you when you're 275? Nobody.
We're listening to you now.
No. Give me the money. Show me the money.
You'd rather have endless money than endless time?
I'll buy my happiness.
If you had as much money as you wanted, but you knew you only had till tomorrow, you'd still want the money?
Yeah.
What would you do with it though?
I'll make tomorrow today. What would I do with it? Why wouldn't I do it? I'll be traveling,
You'll be Wolverine.
spending it.
You'll be Wolverine.
I'll be going down the highway. I'll shut everything down, giving out dollar bills.
So you
Shut
give
the
it
whole
all
highway
away.
down so you
Can
can
you imagine?
Him?
I take a whole army of people and I walk up to New York, California, giving out money until tomorrow comes that I drop that.
Would you rather be personally fulfilled or professionally fulfilled? Poindexter.
Personally, I don't really. I mean, of course, I do care about my profession, but I care more about like my
You.
happiness.
Are you a
So,
happy guy?
I like to believe so.
When you look back at life, at the end of your life, or wherever you are in life, and you look back, you go, oh, I shoulda, woulda, coulda done.
This is such a depressing
Well,
show.
no,
don't
is
have those.
Is
This
it
is horrible.
personally or professionally? Do you go like, oh, my family's been amazing, or oh, my career's been amazing? I guess that's the personally versus professionally. Look back and reflect on your
I'd say
family.
probably professionally fulfilled.
You don't care what you smell like. You just want to be good at it.
You don't care what you smell like?
Yeah, best person.
Oh, you know what I was reading? That you should set your intentions based on smell and taste and sight when you go to a place that you like. So when you
True.
walk in, it should have a scent that you
Very
like.
true.
It should have a look that is comforting to you, whether you're going to sleep or work,
Very
whatever
true.
it is.
Very true. You
So
should
how do you
smell
work-
good all the time.
What
when you're
about
in a
your
place.
home and your places?
Nah, nobody cares about that.
You don't care when you walk into your home and it has like a funky smell?
Nah.
Really?
No, I use that light bulb. I don't care. At home, that makes no difference because unless I'm bringing home company, now they're different because, you know, they want to get married and all, but you're bringing home somebody.
I believe that you should be comfortable, not only where you live, not only where you sleep, but also what you wear. Society, we put a lot of emphasis on what we should look like or what we should act like, but we don't.
Do you live your life on what society based?
No, I live my life the way that I like to live my life. I like to be comfortable. I like to feel great. What I'm wearing, where I'm living, what I look like. I like to do my own thing. I don't.
You like to live your life or society's life?
Probably my own. I mean, I haven't given a thought about really what I wear.
When you go
In
to
the-
school,
like-
you don't look spiffy?
No, I mean, I'm homeschooled, so
He's homeschooled.
my
No,
school
you go to
is
the
at
next
home.
room, you don't want to look spiffy?
Yeah, I really, if it matches, it matches. But for the most part, you know, it depends. I guess maybe.
You're
I
going to
don't
go to
know,
college?
What, in their special events and stuff.
You're going to go to college?
But yeah, I think so.
Are you going to wear clothes?
Yeah, well, I'm
Or
gonna
go in
wear
your
clothes
pajamas?
definitely.
You're going to go in your pajamas?
Probably
if it was up
not.
to me, I would wear pajamas when I would be taking a test.
I don't
At least
even
in that
wear-
part, just because if I'm gonna be doing something that's really stressful, like taking an SAT or an exam, I would rather be comfortable because there's nothing more horrible than having to take a stressful exam and having a shirt or pants or both that are super uncomfortable.
Well, girls
Yeah.
get away with wearing pajamas. Girls get away with it. Guys don't. Girls do.
Not anymore because
When I
schools
took
have
my
dress codes
SAT
that are very
When
sexist.
I took my SAT, it was at another school, and girls came in their pajamas.
So the Rolling
really?
Stones just came out with the top 101 albums ever. What do you think number one is?
The Beatles.
Taylor Swift.
They were number two. Number one, top ever
Elvis Presley.
album. No, he wasn't even there in the top
Earth,
five.
Wind, and Fire.
Nope.
Number one. The Beatles were number
one.
two.
You should get this one.
Oh wait,
Rolling
Queen.
Stones.
Saturday Night Fever was 5, which is pretty amazing.
Has
Number
to-
We're
one,
talking about the number one selling album.
but based on Rolling Stones, number one selling,
Number
one
one.
album.
Wow.
It has to be a Queen album, right?
Nope.
Wow.
Never
When I
heard
heard this,
any of
I'm like,
these.
Freddie knew again.
Frank Sinatra.
Purple Rain.
Oh, from Prince.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. So here's what I'm thinking.
It's a song by Prince.
Don't laugh at me, because maybe it's
never
got a
heard of it.
connotation that
I
I don't
have
know.
the album here.
That's what I'm saying. I know. You have the album
it's
in the lobby.
It's in the lobby, guys. in the record player.
What do the lyrics of Purple Rain mean? Don't tell me it's sexual or drug related,
It's
because that's
not.
what my
It's-
kids always
he
tell me.
sings about his mother.
But why? What's Purple Rain?
Have you ever seen the movie?
No.
His mother in the movie gets abused by his father, which is about his life. And the way his tears came out, the way he saw it wasn't just rain, it was purple rain. It was the color purple for pain
Ah, okay.
and the healing and everything else.
I was wondering, every time I ask my kids what that song means, they go, Mom.
It's not about
Really?
sex.
Well, everything I ask them, they go, it's always about sex or drugs.
No,
and I'm
it's
like,
not.
why?
It's not.
So that's why I was like afraid to ask you what Purple Rain was, because if you had told me it was like someone was tripping on drugs, I'd be like, no.
No, but the Puff the Magic Dragon.
Well, that was one of them.
Puff the Magic Dragon. You ever heard that song?
I am.
Okay, that song is all about drugs, about smoking. Who's that? limping
Also,
in?
Yellow
I don't
Submarine.
know.
Is that Gato?
No, it's someone with a beard and glasses.
That's not Gato?
That's not Gato. All right, let's take a commercial break. See what we got at the door. Oh, I think I know who it is. I don't even know what time it is. I have no clock
It's
here.
about that time.
Oh, it's about the time to wrap it up. So why don't we wrap it up instead?
It's 10:27.
All right, so
let's
we'll
say
just wrap
goodbye.
up the morning show. All right, have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. We'll see you midday.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.